pronounce?
Didlius. Natura. Athens.
Shut
The
up.
Acropolis.
Come on, do the easier one first.
Go. I did story Theseus, son of Aggeus, a legendary Athenian king. When his father left Theseus's mother before Theseus was born, and when his father left his mother, he told her to put a pair of sandals and a sword under a giant mountain. And when he was old enough, Theseus should go and lift up that mountain and obtain those two objects that his father left him. And by doing that, he would then be allowed to visit his father in Athens and obtain his inheritance and live with his father. Theseus, on his travels, encountered and killed 6 mortal or magical beings on his journey to Athens. Theseus fought a monster that would trap travelers and kill them with an iron club. So Theseus heard of this and went to face that monster, and he eventually killed it with his own club and kept the club as a trophy.
Wow. You've added on.
And Theseus reached a... I don't know how to pronounce that. It's the must of Herning.
It's a must of dreams? What?
The must of Herning.
Isthmus of Corinth.
Wow, alright.
He was approached by Sinus the Pine Bender. Sinus was called that because he
Cineas was called
would
the Pine Bender.
bend pine trees and hurl them at his victims. So Theseus had dispatched Sinus in the same way that he would a traveler, and in the end, Theseus would wind up killing him. Theseus then killed a sow, a half-snake, half-nymph serpent, just for sport. Later, Theseus came to a coastal city of Megara. There he met a semi-divine man, Skyron. He would then force travelers to wash his feet, and as they were doing so, he would kick them off a cliff. And at the bottom of the cliff...
That guy's name Shawn? His name is Shawn Ron? What?
And at the bottom of that cliff was a giant sea turtle, and that sea turtle would eat them.
Shawn Ron.
Right, so big.
Might be.
Theseus then encountered a giant, brutish man named Herkion. That man would wrestle travelers, and he was undefeated.
Oh, Shawn, you put me to sleep
Get
here.
it. Undefeated.
I don't know. I didn't read any of this.
That's why you're doing it now.
Yeah, no duh.
So you don't sound like it's the first time you're ever reading it tomorrow.
Alright. Oh, really?
It's getting late. You're going to bed soon.
Yeah, last night you had me writing this till midnight. Typing.
Later years.
Theseus finally gets to Athens. His father recognizes him by his sword. He later becomes king of Athens because his father takes his own life by jumping off a cliff under the impression that Theseus died in a battle.
Oh. Really?
That sounds like The Theseus little trick. Wash your feet, Dad.
What?
Isn't that how he killed all them other guys?
Skyron.
Oh, Skyron.
No, the father kills himself because he hears news that his son was dead, so he kills himself, but it's a lie.
And he
right?
thought Theseus died in battle,
Yeah, but
so he
didn't.
killed himself. But then Theseus comes back, and his dad's dead. But Theseus really isn't dead.
This is just
There's
like that
So
several
does that mean he's the king now then?
Probably.
Probably. Or someone asked that.
Yeah, he said he
Yes.
was king. Because his father died.
Several versions of Theseus' death, but the most common story is that his friend and host Skyros killed him by pushing him over the edge of a cliff in Athens.
Another
taking
cliff diver.
advantage
Go on.
of
You
his
sure these are all
dwindling
cliff? They all died from
Yeah,
falling off a
apparently.
cliff.
That's what it says.
Shawn. And they died from
Falling off a cliff.
Yeah, he washed his feet and kicked him off a cliff.
Guess what? He fell off the cliff again.
How his father died? Hey, he jumped off a cliff.
That's where they came up with. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. What's his name? Doozy.
Theseus.
And I also did the story of Daedalus.
Let me guess. He fell off a cliff and died. Go ahead.
His
Is that food
father
on the stove?
Yeah.
and mentioned
Really good.
I was dead, and Daedalus was a famous architect, inventor, and craftsman. He lived in Athens for a short time. His apprentice was his sister's son, Perdix. Daedalus feared that Perdix would surpass him in talents, so he tossed him off the
Cliff.
Archopolis of Athens,
The Acropolis.
the Acropolis.
Yeah. Make sure you get that one right, because that's an important word. Acropolis.
Acropolis.
Archopolis. Please keep touching me. I'm going inside.
Come on, you're almost done. Yeah, I don't know.
Come on. Papa loves. Give me a huggy then. Little hugs for you. Casey, here's my
You
ankle.
better practice that thing a little.
Start licking. What's this? What are you doing? Videotaping me?
Yeah.
Please don't.
I videotaped Shawn just now.
Ugh.